ALGO. That's the one I wanted to talk about today because it's given a very good it's giving a signal that that most traders love, but I'm gonna try to possibly break that narrative. So hang tight, and we'll talk about ALGO for just a few minutes, and then that's it. So hang tight. We'll get in the ALGO chart, and that'll be it for today. All right. All right, so ALGO. If you haven't watched this channel, it's all about smart money. What smart money is it's about the people who can control the charts, basically. And those people can push the money around. They can make you believe that the chart is going one way when it's going to go the other way. So smart money is about thinking like that person, not thinking about as trading as you were possibly taught. You know, like let's say you have double lows and you get back to that low, you think that it is a support point, and so you're going to trade off that support point with the very minimal small stop loss, because you know it's not going to get any lower than that. And sometimes it takes off and you're like, all right, awesome. But sometimes what does it do? It goes up a little bit and then it goes right back against you and takes you out, right? And the reason is because that's smart money on the other side going, I know that they're going to go long here, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to let them chase it for a little bit, and then we're going to take it the other way and go against them, take out their stop loss, and that money is then taken from you, transferred to them, making them more rich, right? So you got to think about that person. You got to think like that person. So that's what we're going to do today, right? And if that's the kind of thing that you do like, and you want to try to break, your thinking of, please go ahead, subscribe this channel. That way you can learn more. This will be a very quick video today, so let's go ahead and get into the chart of it. Okay, so here I am on the 4 hour of ALGO. And I should probably actually put it in front of me so it looks like I'm actually looking at the camera instead of on my other monitor. All right, so I looked at this and I was reading something about how ALGO was, I don't know, something about how ALGO has raised like 7% this week, it could break the spell. So I was like, well, you know what, I saw it was pretty low. To me, like I've always seen an ALGO float around like the dollar or something like that, maybe. But then I look at the chart and it's kind of been all over the place, to be honest. And I'm looking at it here and I'm going, okay, so, and then I look where it's at right now, and I see equal low, equal low, equal low, almost, and then this one, this newest low, barely broke the liquidity of the previous low, right? And now it's looking like it's about right. Now it's looking like it's taking off, right? And this is what I have right here, what I think a normal trader would probably do, right? Buy into that, right? If they didn't catch, buy into somewhere to where it's close to, the previous low, and then get out. Hopefully, if they're putting up a fib, getting out somewhere around the 61% mark of the other way, basically, of the bearish side, just in case it does hit the 61% and bounce back down. Now there is a good possibility it could do this. I'm not going to say there isn't, but what I want to warn people against is all of these same lows, right? To me, this says liquidity pool underneath here. This says that there is a lot of people who have this same idea. And not only who have the same idea, who probably have this idea right here, right? They want to get in, or they probably already did get in, probably right at the bottom of this, just because it was so close to so many other bottoms that's been sitting here, and they probably have a very, very short stop loss, thinking that, hey, this is a good support point. We don't need to worry about it going against us. And then that's what I worry about. And I worry about that because that's when smart money goes, okay, there's a huge amount of people thinking that they can just, you know, buy right here and that they're going to take all the money. This is our asset. We need to make sure that we control the asset. So therefore, let's make sure people sell off and we buy more at a better price, right? That is their main thought, right? So I started looking over the other direction as to where it could possibly go. Now, I know this seems almost far-fetched, but it's not. Look over here. I was looking at hourly, daily, weekly. I looked at all different types of charts. And what made sense to me was that there are two equal lows right here at 0.425, right? And then just below that, there is a bullish order block, basically the last down candle, the last bearish candle before the up candle closes above it. So to me, this is another liquidity point, and then it gets into an area to where they could still be holding a low, because look, you have a high, low, higher, high scenario. So it breaks structure right here, right? And it, not even that, I want to say, if we look over to the left even more, yeah, so it breaks this structure right here, but it's like the beginning, because you can see there's a lot of consolidation right through here, and then right through here is kind of like the first, okay, now we're taking off moment. So, I want to say this is like the first leg of it, comes up, hits the bearish order block. That would be right here. So that would be this trend line right here. Come up, you can see it hit that, bounce off, come back in, and it does it again right here. We can draw another one of these if we want to. At this bearish order block, probably move it up a little bit. All right, and then you can see it just kind of goes down, up, down, up, down, up. So at that point, it just kind of takes off and it doesn't come back. So, and I think that we're looking at this on almost every chart. Every chart is something similar to where it has like a liquidity point, and then it has a 4-hour fair value gap underneath it, or a bullish underblock underneath it, to where it's going to try to trick traders into buying at a certain point. And then me personally, I think it's going to go against it. So my thing is, it's probably going to, let me see, where is the path? Here we go. Okay. It could jump up here, and get to the 61, but be wary if it does, because then I think it could dive back down, and it could take some time. But I think a lot of people might be trying to hold on to this, thinking that, it's just getting a little bit lower, that's all. It's getting a little bit lower, until it gets all the way down into here, into this box, which is the 4-hour bullish order block box. So that's the whole candle, basically. So I think it could get down into there before we actually take off and become bullish again. Now, what are those coordinates? 40, I put 42, well, getting below 4250. I would actually, that's exactly where I would start my buy limit would be right around that area, 4250, maybe 4230, just because just below that point, and then stop lossing it below the 162% extension, right? Because that's where you know, well, we all know the golden ratio, the 162% extension. So to me, what I would personally do, now this is not financial advice, I'm not giving anybody financial advice at all. I would personally put that right there. Okay, so this would be my personal trade. I would wait until it gets down into this area, stop loss below the 162. I'd actually look over here a little bit more to see what low could be. I think probably here would be a stop loss. Yeah, right about where I had it. So somewhere between 4065 and 3215, I think would be a good buy area. And then what you want to aim for is you want to aim for the nearest high, or I would say the high here before or as it's dropping down, right? You want to aim for that high, because I think it would probably break that. There is another fair value gap up in here, it looks like. Maybe, hold on. Can't really tell. I would have to get really close into here to find out where the 4-hour value gap in there is. Okay, so it looks like it's right there. I think it'd be aiming for that. Which is just into the 61%, going the opposite direction of the full wave, basically going all the way down to, if this is 0 and this is 100, I think, yeah, and this is 100, the very top of it here, and with the very large liquidity spike, that would be getting into that as the 61%. So that's almost perfect, as if it were, you know, going to be following a smart money buy, I guess, buy trap, buying at a very, very cheap price and then turning around and turning a huge profit off of it, making people, getting a lot of people sucked in right now at this price point and then taking them out, right? All right, so that's all I got for you today. Thanks a lot for watching, and always remember to keep your pants on.